Hello everyone, in the map reading class today we are going to discuss the places in the West Asia. Reading West Asia is more important for prelims and mains because we know many issues are there, right? For the past 6 months, the issues in Israel, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan and Palestine, Gaza Strip. So those issues we might have read in the newspaper frequently. So definitely the questions will be asked from the West Asian region. So we should know the physical features and the important regions in West Asia. Okay. So first, to know geography, as usual, first we have to see the surrounding regions of West Asia. Here, so in this region, here it is the Mediterranean Sea, and here it is the Red Sea, and we know here the continent of Africa is here, African continent in this part, and here one peninsula is there, that is the Sinai Peninsula, and that belongs to Egypt. Sinai Peninsula belongs to Egypt. Sinai Peninsula. Okay, and then here it is Gulf of Aden. And here it is Gulf of Oman, and we know the country Oman is located here, Gulf of Oman, and it is the important Gulf, Persian Gulf. We might have read many news in this region, Persian Gulf. Okay, and then here it is Pakistan and Afghanistan, and we know one of the issues in Balochistan in Pakistan recently. Okay, so that has the border with Iran. Okay, so Balochistan, Pakistan, and then here Afghanistan, and then the Central Asian region here, and here it is Caspian Sea. Okay, Caspian Sea, and here it is Black Sea. Okay, Black Sea. Okay, so Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, and here in this part, Sea of Marmara, a small sea is there. We might have seen this in the European map. Okay, so Black Sea, Sea of Marmara, Mediterranean Sea, and here African continent, the Sinai Peninsula, Red Sea region, Gulf of Aden, Gulf of Oman, Persian Gulf, the Afghanistan, Pakistan, Caspian Sea, Central Asia, and this. Okay, so this is the surrounding regions, and here it is Arabian Sea. Okay. Arabian Sea region. Okay. Now let us come into the this inside this. Okay. Here the important physical features are we know the folded mountains from Europe to Himalayan end, right? The Carpathian Mountain, here the Alps Mountain, Pyrenees Mountain, Alps Mountain, Carpathian Mountain, Caucasus Mountain, and then here it extends into the Turkey actually. So here the Pontic Mountain and Taurus Mountain here. Pontic and Taurus Mountain, and here in Iran, Elburz Mountain, and in the southern part, Zagros Mountain. Okay, and then after the Elburz Mountain, it enters into Afghanistan, Pakistan, Hindu Kush, and then extends into Himalaya. Okay, here between the Pontic and Taurus Mountain, the plateau region in Turkey, it is Anatolia Plateau. Okay, Anatolian Plateau that we know. And between Elburz Mountain and the Zagros Mountain, it is Iranian Plateau. So the two plateaus are important. Okay, Iranian Plateau. And here the country Iraq is located, and here it is the plain, the one of the oldest civilization, Mesopotamia, you know. So here it is the Mesopotamian plain, this region. Southern Iraq, those region, okay, Mesopotamian plain, okay, and here it is Arab desert region, okay, and then the two important rivers in Mesopotamian plain is that we know, you might have read this in the history also, so that is the Euphrates and Tigris rivers. Okay, Euphrates river and Tigris river. So these two rivers are most important one. In these two rivers, the ancient civilization, Mesopotamian civilization, flourished. And other one is here two seas, landlocked seas are here. One is Dead Sea, and we know about Dead Sea. It is landlocked and it has the highest amount of salinity, about 238 parts per thousand. The salinity of Dead Sea is, that is, the it has very high density, and it is more than the our density. Okay, and the wood density. Even we can float in the Dead Sea. Okay, and due to the high salinity, there is no biome exist in the sea. That's why it is named as Dead Sea. Okay, that's why it was called. Then, and slightly in the north, it is nearer to the boundary of Syria and Israel. The Sea of Galilee is. Okay, so that is also more important because lots of issues were there. The Sea of Galilee. Okay, Galilee. Okay, so Dead Sea and Sea of Galilee, and the Jordan River, which flows here and empties into the Dead Sea region. Okay, Jordan River. Okay, so these are all the major physical features, right? And one more thing in the surrounding regions we missed, that is the straits here. Here it is the Gulf called Gulf of Aqaba. Okay, most important one you should remember, the Gulf of Aqaba as the border with Syria and Jordan and Israel. Okay, Gulf of Aqaba, and here it is Gulf of Suez. Gulf of Suez, and it is the Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula belongs to Egypt. Okay, so Gulf of Suez, Gulf of Aqaba, and through this the strait, Suez Strait, come across. So Suez Strait, which connects Red Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and here the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, particularly the Arabian Sea, is connected by the strait called Bab el Mandab. Okay, Bab el Mandab. So here it is not seen now. I hope you can see now. Yeah, Bab el Mandab. Okay, done. And here one of the most important strait that connects the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman, here Arabian Sea, that is the Hormuz Strait. Most often it is in the newspaper. Okay, Hormuz Strait. Okay, so Hormuz Strait, Bab el Mandab Strait, Suez Canal. Okay, Suez Strait. That's all. So these are the important strait. And then Dead Sea, Sea of Galilee, and the important rivers are Euphrates and Tigris. Okay, done. Okay. Now, so these are all the important physical features here. And nearer to the Sea of Galilee, the Golan Heights, the Golan Plateau is located. You may know about the Golan Plateau region, which was in the news recently. The Golan Height region was occupied by Israel during the 1967 war. Okay, the Israel-Arab war. In that period, in 1967, they encroached the Golan Height region. Okay, so it is an important plateau region made up of basaltic rocks. Okay, rich in resources also. The Golan Height region, that is nearer to the Sea of Galilee here, okay, between the Israel-Syria border, and most part of the Golan Heights has been administered by Israel now. Okay, many regions belongs to Israel now. Okay. Recently, one issue was there that Syria and other countries, they blamed Israel that Israel is trying to change the demography of the Golan Height region. Like that, they blamed. Okay, so that was in the news. You should remember. Then here, okay. Once in prelims, they asked a question that the Turkey Peninsula. This is the Turkey country region. They asked the question that Turkey Peninsula lies between what? Okay, that was the question. Between Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea, between Black Sea and Caspian Sea, between Caspian Sea and Mediterranean Sea, like that they had given option. Okay, so the Turkey Peninsula lies between Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and then other one time in the UPSC prelims, they asked that which of the following countries have a border with Mediterranean Sea, like that they had asked. Okay, so here they have given few countries in this region. Okay, now let's come inside. In the West Asian region, okay, no country is landlocked actually. All the except one, okay, but all the countries have the littoral border, okay, have border with some water body here, except Armenia. So Armenia is the region here that is completely landlocked. Okay, so otherwise all the countries have border. Here it is Turkey. Okay, one of the major region, and here Syria and Iraq, Iran, okay, and Jordan, and Israel, Lebanon, okay, Israel, Lebanon, here Jordan, Syria, and here Palestine, here, and in this west here it is Gaza Strip. So that is in the news now. Okay, Gaza Strip. Gaza Strip has the boundary border with the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, and here the Palestine region, that is the western part of the Jordan River and Dead Sea. Okay, so that is the West Bank. Okay, here the Palestine West Bank region. So West Bank is here in the Jordan River bank. Okay, and Gaza Strip is in the Mediterranean Sea region. So the Palestine Authority, they administer the West Bank region, and the Hamas group, they administer the Gaza Strip region. Recently the war occurred between Israel and Gaza here. Okay, and you may know the news. Israel is trying to displace all the natives of Gaza Strip. Okay, and Trump is also emphasizing this. Okay, he also pushed. Okay, so Gaza Strip and West Bank here, and Israel is Saudi Arabia. Okay, Saudi and Yemen here, and Oman here. Okay, Yemen was also in the news that the Yemen Houthis people. Okay, and it was in the news that Houthis people attacked a few international ships near the Suez Canal here in the Red Sea. Okay, so that was also in the news. And then Oman here, and here the Kuwait, a small country. Okay, Kuwait's here, and a small island is Bahrain, and then Qatar, then UAE, United Arab Emirates. Okay, and then Oman, and here Azerbaijan in the Caspian boundary. Azerbaijan. So Azerbaijan was also in the news. The capital Baku, the recent COP29, which was held in the Baku city. Baku city is located near the Caspian Sea. Okay, and one more issue was there, the Yanardang mountain in Baku, in Azerbaijan. So the region is rich in natural gas, and due to the release of natural gas from the mountain, it burns naturally. The burning mountain, Yanardang mountain in Azerbaijan, Baku. Okay, and here, so Azerbaijan, Armenia, and here Georgia is located. Okay, and one more country in the Mediterranean region here, Cyprus. Here. Okay, so these are all the countries. So actually, the Lebanon, Israel. Okay, so those have the, and Syria have the border with Mediterranean Sea. Okay, Lebanon, Syria, Israel have border with Mediterranean Sea. Jordan has border with Red Sea in the Gulf of Aqaba. Okay, and Israel has border with both the Mediterranean and Red Sea in the Gulf of Aqaba. Okay, done. And then Saudi has border with Red Sea, Yemen with the Gulf of Aden, and Oman here, Arabian Sea and Gulf of Oman region. UAE, it is here, Gulf of Oman, and Persian Gulf, and Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait are in the Persian Gulf region, Iran also. Iraq will be look like landlocked in the map, but actually it has a small tip with Persian Gulf near the Basra city, Basra port city. Okay, done. And then you should know some important cities, in particularly the capital cities of these countries, and some important cities which are in the current issues. Okay, particularly the capitals you may know: Yemen, Sanaa, Saudi Riyadh, okay, Oman, Muscat, UAE, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Doha, the Bahrain, Manama, Kuwait, Kuwait City, Israel, Tel Aviv, okay, and Lebanon, Beirut, Jordan, Amman, Syria, Damascus, Iraq, Baghdad, Iran, Tehran. It is located in the north. Okay, and Turkey, Ankara. So those you should know. Okay. Okay. Then Cyprus, Nicosia. So those cities are more important. And the cities which were in the news recently, particularly in Syria, right? The militant insurgent group, they captured many cities in Syria and they expelled the existing government in Syria. And the president Assad, he was president from 2002 up to 25 years. He was president, and they expelled the government, right? Okay. And they captured cities one by one in Syria gradually. Okay, particularly the Homs city, okay, in Syria, uh, Homs, Aleppo. Okay, Aleppo are the ancient. Actually, almost all the cities they captured are the ancient cities. Okay, so Homs, Aleppo, Dora. Okay. So those are and nearer to the Golan Heights region. So they captured one by one gradually. Okay. And Assad, he escaped to some other place from Syria. Okay. And we know Israel Gaza war and Israel Lebanon attack, okay, and Yemen Houthis people. Okay. So those are done. And the Kurdistan region also. The Kurdistan region is the region which comprises of the Iraq, Syria, here Turkey, Syria, Iraq, this region. Okay, so this region is the Kurdistan region. Okay. So it is not a separate administered region. This is the geographical zone of this Kurdistan region, which comprises the southeastern Turkey, Iraq, Syria, this region, Kurdistan region. So the Kurd-led forces also, they captured many cities in northern Syria, which was in the news. Okay. And then, okay, Kuwait and these regions, almost the UAE, Oman, this Persian Gulf border region, except Iran and Iraq, almost all these countries are pro-American. They are mostly they are supporters of America, and they don't oppose any policies of America actually. Here, the Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Iraq, Iran. So those oppose. They are anti-Americans actually. Okay. Okay. Then recently, the Prime Minister Modi, he went to the Kuwait city and made some agreements, right? Okay. And Strait of Hormuz is also more important. And the port in the Iran, Chabahar port, Indian government is developing the Chabahar port to the international standard to access the Central Asian region. Because from Mumbai port, we can access Chabahar port very simply, and then Chabahar to Tehran, Tehran to the Central Asian region. Okay, that is to bypass Pakistan. We have agreed to develop the Chabahar port with Iran. Okay, so that is geopolitics. And other one important port in the Iran region in Persian Gulf is Bandari Abbas. Okay, so that is important port, Bandari Abbas. Okay, okay. And Bushehr, Bandari Bushehr. So those are the important port cities of Iran in Persian Gulf. And Chabahar port is the Arabian Sea. Okay, that's all. So like this, you should read the current issues. They may ask about the cities, which of the following paths are correct. Okay, and they may ask about the littoral borders, and they may give some region, and this region belongs to which country, like that they may ask. Okay, and in questions, about physical places also may be asked. Okay, so that's why you should know the physical features and also the important cities and other things, political things also. Okay, and climate of West Asia, we may know most of the part of West Asia are dry and desert region. Okay, because the trade wind is offshore in this region. So almost majority of the regions are, even the ancient civilization Mesopotamian region also desert now. Okay, okay, that's all. So thus you should revise the West Asian region. Okay, and if you have any other doubt, please post in the comment box. And if you need any other concept in geography, and if you want to discuss it, then please comment and please WhatsApp me. Okay, thank you all.